Okay, during this lesson, we're going to talk about the area of a circle. And as you see there, you see the formula area equals the product of pi times r squared. But let's talk about where that comes from. And I explain that in the next slide here. All right, and I better get my pen out here because I need my pen. Okay, let's talk about how that whole formula, area equals pi r squared, is developed. And let's start with a circle here. So we got our circle here, right? You got a circle going around here, everything like that. Now, when they first started out in terms of trying to understand the inside of that area there, the ancient mathematicians kind of figured something here. Well, they kind of broke it into pieces here, right? Little pieces, and even though they kind of, so pie slices of, slices of a pizza here. Now, what they've done is they realize that you've got your circumference here, and you got a radius piece here, right? And so what they're saying here, when you go down to the bottom here, they're saying that, hey, we got h, the height, equaling our radius here, right? So that's what they're figuring right for there. And then what they're saying, hey, let's talk about this other side right here. Well, when they talk about that part right there, they're talking about, hey, this is half the circumference right here, because the other half of the circumference is up here. And if you count the number of pizza slices here, and everything like that, and so you get your base times height. And we know that for a rectangle, it's base times height, right? For a rectangle, area equals base times height. Now, if we sub in some of the different parts of what we already know, like with circumference, we know that circumference is 2 pi r. 2 pi r, or pi d, for our circumference. And so what they say, well, area equals base times height. Well, we already said that this base right here is half of our circumference. Half the pizza slices on the bottom here, and the other half on the top here. And so we got 1/2 the circumference. Well, you plug in the c there, pi r. So 1/2 times 2 pi r times the radius, which is right here. So you go through there, you got this cancels out here like they're showing. The 1/2 times 2 becomes 1. And so you get pi times r, and r times r is r squared. And so that's where the whole idea of this formula is coming from. But if you don't really understand that much, don't worry too much about it, because as long as you know the formula, you're going to be golden for the next few years. All right, so if we talk about the for this problem right here, radius 6 centimeters, right? Well, you plug that in there, 3.14. Well, before you can solve this, remember, always do the square first. So 36 times 3.14, 113 and 400 centimeters squared is what the area of right here is. Whoa, yeah, I had a little fun there. All right, so let me go to my next slide here. Oh, I got the pointer to do that. So next slide. Boom. All right, so let's talk on an example problem here, right? Oh, I probably should do some erasing here. Whoa, erasing. So if the radius of the circle below is 14 centimeters, what is the area of your circle? All right, well, I think I got enough erased here for right now. Go to my pointer. So you just plug in here. And enter. Do I have an answer here? Let's see. Let me go to mice 4. Oh, nope. Let me go back. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right, so area equals pi r squared. So pi and times 14 squared. So the 14 squared has to be first. That's 196 times 3.14. You get 615 centimeters squared. So that's example 1. Okay, let's go to the next one here, right? If the diameter of the circle below is 30 inches, what is the area of your circle? Well, what we have to do is we have to divide to find our radius here, right? So half of 30 is 15, right? So now we plug that into our formula there. We'll do 15 times 15 to get 225 times our pi. And we're going to answer of 707 inches squared. And I'll continue my lecture in another video. So out here for now.